Today it's Movie Guy. Hey, we're gonna be talking about a game, God of War, 2018. Just called God of War, I think. And it was incredible. It's famous. Everyone knows it. It was known for having like some of the greatest graphics. It's just an awesome storyline, and the fighting reminds me of a lot of scenes in Vikings, which I love. Um, and it makes me interested in all the other God of Wars, but the graphics are so good. I don't know how the previous games compete. Therefore, I don't know if I'm that as interested in going back, but I am interested in the concept in general. The lore is great, but the graphics are so good. I don't even know if I want to go back because I'm so used to how great the graphics were in this one. So the game I'd rate a 5 out of 5 and a 10 out of 10. The one flaw with it, though, which makes it like a 9.9, is that some of the enemies were very hard to kill, like the Valkyries, and there's like 7 of them or more, or 10, and they were very hard to find. So the tediousness of that could be an issue. Also, the routes, I was watching, I didn't play it, but I watched and I saw that the routes could be very confusing, and people who play it, there's more than one way to skin the cat, and you don't actually know which is the best way, and sometimes you can be going in circles. So that's like the one thing, is that navigating it, you have to be very well versed, methodical, careful, and choose your route carefully. um, what I do like, though, is that there are side quests, and you can always go back to those, and you can always keep getting stronger and more powers and stuff. And there's a lot of tricks to do that. I also like how it reminded me of a game that I really liked called Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings games, and that the gameplay there was great, but it's not the gameplay; it was the style of powering up and enemies. It reminded me of that, and I had good memories of that. So there was it had like a bunch of games that I like, such as Prince of Persia elements, like the chess opening up, just a lot of things that I enjoyed. So that's why I get such high ratings. But even the navigation being difficult wasn't. It's not the biggest issue, because just navigation is always gonna be hard. Just with me in my real life, it's hard to navigate like through complex streets. So when everything looks similar and it's hard to know where you're going, that could come back to hurt you, and then you have to go all the way around and find another path. And like if you don't realize that you have to go from the other side to burn the bushes that are blocking and this and that, then you have to start, reset the game or start all the way over, and that tediousness could be an issue. But it's not significant enough to say it makes a big deal. The storyline is excellent, the acting, the graphics, the artwork, the personalities of the boys, and the relationship in general between father and son was also very intriguing, and the mythologies, and the small talk made it very worthwhile. So whatever amount I watched people playing, I very much enjoyed. My preference in regard to games is not necessarily only the gamer. I like when I'm hearing commentary. I don't like when they're too humorous. There's one guy that's very humorous. There's another guy that's not, and like it depends on if it's like a serious game. I don't want as much humor, but zero commentary. It gives me the impression that I'm alone in it, and I liked when there was commentary for God of War, because I felt like I wasn't alone on this journey. However, part of the theme of God of War is that you're on a journey alone with your son. And so if you do play it without commentary, you'll get more of that isolation vibe. And you may even feel that more. And sometimes when you're playing with people, you forget that you're not the character in the game. And when you can get lost in it, that's part of the advantage of the experience. So I don't have a major preference. In general, it depends who's commenting. If it's a good enough game like this, I don't mind no commentary. But I also like doing things at my own pace. So if I would need to play it. I would need to play it in order to appreciate the no commentary. If they're and they have to do this online because they're not gonna show everything. The player doesn't have the patience. If they're not gonna let me experience everything and then fast forward when I choose it, that detracts slightly from the no commentary experience. But all my game ratings are obviously not as reliable as, let's say, someone who plays it. But what you're getting with my ratings on games when I haven't played them is you're getting a perspective from the audience who's trying very hard to picture himself playing. But so that's the limitation for my videos.